I teach teens and adults. Today we're going to be talking about how to pass your test, how to have a plan to get yourself where you need to get for independence. Many of you who are watching this, following, subscribing, really going into the library of content, you want to learn how to drive. But there's a plan that you have to take. You need to make a personal commitment to yourself. And this personal commitment many times involves being selfish for 3 months, 2 months, 30 days. The more that I'm teaching and posting new content, I'm running into people, whether online or in person, who are that 18 to 36-year-old who said, hey, I saw your content and I got a question. I want to learn how to drive, but I don't have a license. For many of you, it takes a plan. Driver's education was originally offered as a class you could take at the high school level, either before school or after school. Driver's education was designed to promote safe driving, consistent driving, and it's designed for casual driving. But many things have changed. The cost of driver's education has skyrocketed to over $450. Private lessons are anywhere from $75 to $155. I understand many of you who look at this content and I read your comments. It's very helpful. How much does it cost? Oh, it's very expensive. It is expensive. But I need you to take a moment to look at yourself and make a commitment to yourself to learn how to drive. Some of you are still staying at home with your parents. You're 18, 19, maybe even over your 20s. Most of your parents are working every single day. They leave to go to work in the morning. They may get up at 6, be there at 9. They may get up at 5, be there at 7. Many times I do that too, and I take the time to go live and show you I get gasoline, I go through the drive-through, and then I actually go live on the expressway, hands-free of course, and I have the camera mounted safely, and then I kind of narrate. I'm trying to motivate all of you to take that time to go to the DMV. You need to talk to your local DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles, and see what is involved in getting your TIP. What is your TIP? Your TIP is your temporary instruction permit. This is where you're going to take a test. It's a state certified test. You have pavement markings. You have road signs. You have right of way. You have driving situations. It's not a true false test. If you're not good at test taking, you need to be sending me messages. I have some digital assets. And what I mean by digital assets, I'm putting together a 10-page or 12-page digital study guide that can be downloaded. I have to set up my stand store. I have to get all these things set, and then you can pick the documents you want, pay for it on a checkout, then you can download it, and it's a practice test to prepare you for your DMV test. Well, what if I'm under 18? Do I still need to download this product? Yes, it can help you prepare, because the failure rate is about 35 to 42%. Typically, students who struggle with reading comprehension struggle, okay? So it's really important that you understand driving situations, rules of the right of way, pavement markings, intersections, downtown traffic, rural traffic, because different traffic in the United States varies. I've been up to Montreal. Those rules, hey, how are you? I've been up to Montreal. Their pavement markings and speed limits are different than the Metro Phoenix area, the Metro Houston area, the Metro Detroit area. Going back to you making your plan, driver's education or getting your license is a commitment. I ran into a young lady who is 19 years old, and I asked her, do you have your license? She said no. So I said to her, first, I want you to look at my QR code and scan it. You're going to have my name, my information, and then my YouTube channel, which is Driving with Myles, Myles. I had her subscribe. And I told her, when you're ready for practice for your road test, reach out to me. I realized at this moment, she waited and she's still going to wait. I asked her, how many hours do you have? I don't have any hours. I don't have anyone to practice with. No one will practice with me. I said to myself, wow, this is really sad that you have a 19 or 18-year-old person, even 20, who does not have a license, but yet she is working at a fast food restaurant, Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. It doesn't matter. There are people who did not have a chance to take driver's education in high school because of COVID or because of the expense. So there's a large sector of the population that 18 to 36-year-old driver's education is just not in the books. It's too expensive. We don't have the time. Mom and dad only have one car. So you're not really going to learn how to drive until you're in your late 20s. You just think about that. So that's something to really consider. And if you have a chance, if you're under 21 to take driver's ed, you really need to be thinking and be humble and thankful for your parents, because I take the time to talk to parents. I take the time to talk to students. I'm a very friendly and open-minded person. Many of you who are taking the time to listen say, wow, I've seen some of this guy's content. He's funny. He's like my uncle. He's going to teach me how to drive, because I am a state certified instructor in the Midwest. You need to find a close friend who drives. You need to log your hours. No one else is going to do it except for you. The biggest hurdles I see are, I'm 17, I'm going to wait. Then you wait, then you're 19. I'm working, I don't have a car, but I have a baby on the way. Now you have another life. And bumming rides from someone is not responsible. Being responsible is getting your license. Getting your driver's license does not make you an adult. I want to say that all to you again. Getting your license does not make you an adult. It's one step to prepare you for adulthood. Just like getting a house does not make you an adult. You still can make really dumb decisions, not repair your home, get a mortgage, and then those things really impact you. And what I need you to understand is set that personal goal. I like third-party driving schools. Why? These ladies and guys are in their late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, really chilled, who really understand it's about helping people. I'm not saying you're going to get a discount. What I'm saying is it's really important. Yes, Rebecca, I can help you. And what I'm going to do, and by Wednesday, I'm going to put together an online practice test that I will create. It'll be up on my channel by Wednesday. I'll link it in the community page. And then you will be able to take it. It'll be open Wednesday. And then Thursday, we will set a time. Let's change that to Friday, because I work Tuesday, Thursdays. Let's set it up for Friday. Let's set that test up for Friday. It'll be 100 questions. And this 100 questions, you'll have road signs, pavement markings, right of way, just like your state prep test. And what I will do, I will get this test ready for you, and then I'll open it Thursday night, and it will close Friday evening, say 6:30. Then I will go live, I will screen share, and go over those questions. That will give you real feedback into what you need to do. I do have the capabilities to do a screen share in the next couple of days. I'll try to figure it out. So whenever I go live, you need to jump in and watch. Your mom and dad have their life, and they will help you. But you've got to know what Secretary of State to go to. You got to know what road tester to go to. It does take some planning. And if you type in road test in your area, you'll get a list of the top 5. If you type in our third-party driver education or adult ed driver education, you will get that. Many of these driver's education third-party programs, because I run one, will offer a package. 3 drives for $275, 5 drives for $550, including road test prep. I do road test prepped. I've helped 7 people obtain their license. And it's really important, thank you, it's really important that you have someone who's going to support you. You have someone who's going to believe in you. And I'm that person because I realize once you obtain your license, it's really going to change your life. But you have to make a plan. If you're not going to make a commitment to practicing a minimum of an hour and a half per week, you could go to Secretary of State, get your TIP, which is a temporary instruction permit. But you've got to practice driving in your neighborhood, making turns, hand over hand in, hand over hand out, practicing backing in your driveway, practicing going to the end of your driveway, checking traffic to the left, when clear, pulling out in the first lane. Every time I put together a video, I try to prepare you for the test, T-E-S-T. It's really important that you visualize this. And I really want to help you. And I really appreciate you because it's all about helping someone. And I really follow Gary V or Gary Vandertruck, being humble, showing humility, helping people because someone took the time to help me. And when you give, you receive. So you need to make a plan to go to your DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles. You need to go in and take that test. Plan for an hour. It may take 35 minutes. You're going to have to wait in line. You're going to have your state ID. You're going to have to at least prepare and plan. And I will prepare and plan some practice tests for all of you to take. I could even open a link tonight. I'm streaming live on the phone in the car. I could go home tonight, open a test, put it in my community page. Then you guys could go on there, take it. I don't drive Monday night, so let's do this. When I get home later, I will open up a Kahoot, which is a state practice test. I've made like 50 of them, and I'll put the link in the community page. It will close tomorrow night at 8:30. Then I will go live at 8:30. Hey, Australia, yes. Big blessings for the land down under where all those kangaroos are. So I believe the test is 75 or 85 questions. It's a good preparation. So I will put the link in the community page. Hi, how are you? I will put the link in the community page. It'll be a practice test. You just put your name, and then it will close tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I will go live from 8:30 p.m. to maybe 9:30. We'll go over all the questions, and then we'll break it down. And then we'll look at the ones that were missed. We'll talk about it, and I think that will definitely help. I'm 15 and a half, passed my online driver's education test. Great job. Now you need to start driving with someone over 21. You need to be getting that experience. You need to be getting out there on the roads in rush hour traffic, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. Remember, 2 to 5 is the most dangerous time. You have a lot of young drivers on the road who will run lights, who will tailgate, who will cut you off. So you got to be that defensive driver and keep good speed and good space. Also remember, beginning drivers have a difficult time judging space. So some may tailgate or some may stop way back. Also, beginning drivers need a lot of verbal instructions. And when you see me coach someone, I give them verbal instructions. And if they need less, I talk less. If they need more, I support them. Everyone is a little bit different. Also, beginning drivers tend to do a lot of traffic light driving. light traffic light driving. They don't go really deep into the city. They don't go really deep into the country. They maybe drive 2 or 3 or 4 blocks. So you need to get your space orientation when you drive. You need to prepare for rain. I had to cancel 2 drives tonight. We had a really bad thunderstorm, and I didn't think it would be fair for me to put first-time drivers in a driver's education car in a thunderstorm with hail, heavy rain, and possibly the traffic lights not working. And you treat those as a 4-way stop. Next, you need to sit down and talk to your parent or your guardian and tell them, Mom, Dad, Uncle, Auntie, I need your help. What do you need me to help you with? I need help getting my license, or I need help getting to the Secretary of State so I can take my test. Your uncle and auntie love you. I love you. I want to help you. And 99%, they would say yes, unless you're a lazy piece of crap that's living in the basement, not doing any work. And if that was the case, I would say no also. But I think it's important that we help people because driving gives you independence. What if something happens at home? What if your uncle or your mom or your dad had a heart attack and you got to get them to the hospital? What if you had to get a job that's in downtown Houston, downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, and you live out in a distance area an hour away? Sometimes those jobs aren't really worth it, right? Because you got to drive 45 minutes. That's at least, in a week, you're going to spend at least $50 in gas. You've got to park most downtown areas, downtown Detroit, downtown Chicago, downtown New York, downtown LA, you have to pay. And if the company you work for doesn't have I'm in a parking lot right now. If the company does not have a private parking lot, you're going to have to pay. So I found a job that pays $75,000, but I'm at a job paying about $64,000. It doesn't really make sense for me because I would have to drive 45 minutes, just straight driving, and that's in good weather. That's more gas. So I would have to pay $100 a week, $400 a month. Right now, I'm spending about $40 a week, about $10 a day, not including breakfast. I bring my lunch. So these are some, and parking is free. So if you park in the downtown area, you need to really think. And then you're going to be stuck in traffic. You're going to be tired. You're going to want to get home. And driving in that stop and go traffic, it is not fun. I made some videos on that. And believe you me, my camera was hot. My phone was hot. I was tired. Gas tank on about E. You're hungry. Sometimes you have to grind like that. Other times, if you can find a job that's 20 minutes away, a half an hour away, take that job. You may be less than $3,000 or $5,000, but if your parents see you working hard, they're going to help you. But if you are in that 18 to 36, I don't have my license, we got to develop a plan for you. I wanted to say that I appreciate you. I'm going to create that Kahoot tonight. I'm going to put it on my community page. I'm going to open it, and then it will lock tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., and between 8:30 and 9 o'clock, we're going to go over the Kahoot, go over the answers. I want to say thank you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.